out, this is a great place to spend the day with your family.
No, it fucking isn't. Oh, hello there. Welcome to I Am a Boomer's The Worst of Everything. I'm your host, Rob Sniak, and today, we're going to look at a viewer suggestion. I can't wait to see what it is, so let's look at it. Are you fucking kidding me? There is no way in hell I am doing that. But it has a death threat that says the user will chop my eggplant off and will stab me if I don't upload it. So here we go. The Vernon Valley Summer Park, also known as Action Park, was a theme park located in Vernon Valley, New Jersey that had three park areas: Motor World, the Alpine Center, and Water World. Eugene Mulvihill created the park between 1976 to 1978 when he opened two alpine slides, a bunch of water slides, and a tennis ball park. He called it the Vernon Valley Summer Park. The first rides and areas to open were: the Alpine slides were two 2,700-foot-long slides that descended down the mountain beneath the ski area. Riders sat on small go-kart/sled hybrids that had only a brake, accelerator control stick and rode down the slide in long chutes built into the slope. The ride became notorious for causing injuries at the park. Much to no one's surprise, the stick that was supposed to control the sled speed and offered just two options on the infrequently maintained and managed vehicles: extremely slow, aka as slow as a turtle, and a speed that made you go as fast as Cecil Turtle, and was even literally described by one former employee as, quote-unquote, death awaits. The slide was also the site of the first fatality at the park in 1980. A 19-year-old named George Larson Jr., who had previously been a ski lift operator at Vernon Valley, was thrown from the slide at night, and on a rainy day, when his car jumped the track, and his head struck a rock. After several days in a coma, he succumbed to his injuries and unfortunately died. Unfortunately, this is only the beginning of the dangerous attractions that the park had to offer. The next was Motor World, was where the land-based attractions were located. It was home to the battle action tanks, which were operated from the inside. Guests had a 5-minute limit and would even have the opportunity to work from the outside. But you see, this is where the problem lies. Workers and staff hated working here, because when they were fixing up tanks, rowdy guests would fire at them from the outside, making the attraction a nightmare to work at. There were also the super go-karts. Here, guests were supposed to drive around at 20 miles an hour. However, some stupid employee found that by sticking a tennis ball in their governors, it allowed the car to go insanely and dangerously fast, allowing customers to play bumper cars at speeds of up to 50 miles an hour. There was also another attraction called the Lola cars. Yes, they're actually spelled as L-O-L-A. These miniature go-karts were also exploited, resulting in terrible injuries for guests. And, reportedly at night, underage employees would steal the beer and take these cars for a spin on a fucking highway. So far, Action Park has proven to be dangerous. But what are the terrifying rides? What are the rides that were so dangerously insane that their mere existence is extremely unimaginable? Moreover, where the heck are the water slides at? This section put the action, accidents, and class action lawsuits in Action Park. Water World had everything. It was also home to a certain water slide that made the park the most infamous. The slide in question was a water slide with a fucking loop on it known as the Cannonball Loop. It was built in 1983 by Great American Recreation and was enclosed. Gene Mulvihill offered $100 to the park's employees. The result: they had bloody mouths, lacerations, and broken bones. In fact, when the ride was closed for the first time, fallen out teeth were found inside the loop. Yes, this thing reopened 10 fucking years after it closed down in 1985. The slide was opened for several days in 1995 and the park's last operating year in 1996. The other notable attractions included the Grave Pool. Sorry, I mean the Wave Pool, which first opened in 1981. The second death occurred here on July 24, 1982, when George Lopez,
no relation to the Nickelodeon actor of the same name,
was overcome by the 20-foot-high waves of the pool and drowned. Unfortunately, this wouldn't be the only time someone drowned here, as in 1984 and 1987 respectively, 2 more drownings occurred here. There were also 2 steep water slides called the Geronimo Falls. These slides took advantage of nearly vertical slopes to allow riders to attain higher speeds than usually possible. One was steeper than the other, and both were dangerous. There was also a ride called the Tarzan Swing that allowed guests to swing like Tarzan and fall into the water below. The pool below was so cold that lifeguards had to rescue people who could not swim. This was also a popular attraction for people to show their privates. The rides at Action Park became even more dangerous paired with the fact they sold alcohol on park grounds. They were also given to minors. You know what? I'm going to end the scrappy video, since my taxi arrived, so I can find the anonymous viewer's house and punch him in his face and nuts. Anyways, good riddance to all.